let's go. It's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desire's taking over, not
Okay, you beautiful friends, welcome back to the Bag of the Semi-Truck, and you could tell from the thumbnail, you could tell from the title, we are about to be watching another controversial cartoon episode, and this is the second one I'm doing in this new series. I don't know how much of a regular basis I'm going to be making this. I'm going to try for maybe every 2 weeks and see how it goes from there, but I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to do it. But we've got an episode of a show called Braceface. Now, I can't remember the list that I saw this episode on, and let me go ahead, before I get too distracted, go ahead and give a disclaimer that I am really testing out this background noise remover program that I've got, and it is raining outside where I'm located right now, and it's coming down fairly decent. So we're going to really be testing out that background noise remover with this episode. So hopefully it works. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, hey, the worst thing that happened is that y'all can hear a little bit of drizzly rain. I doubt y'all are going to hear it, but it is what it is. But nonetheless, I can't remember where I saw the concept of this episode and what list it was on. It was probably on like top banned episodes or something, because this isn't okay. I don't know how I'm going to phrase this, because this is going to feel awkward watching, because this isn't controversial because of, you know, the normal controversy that is out there. This is controversial because of the age of the main character. Now, I don't know nothing about Braceface, or I've never seen an episode or anything. I just know it's an animated show, and it has, I believe, a 13-year-old girl in it, and she's got braces, hence the nickname Braceface. So I know it follows her and stuff like that, and that's about the gist that I know of it. But this episode, the gist of this episode, the reason why it's controversial is because she feels inadequate about herself getting mistaken for younger than she is. So it has something to do with this. I feel weird already discussing it because I'm referring to what the show has as what I'm believing a 13-year-old girl, and so it's going to end up referring to her chest, and I feel awkward even talking about all that in the same sentence. So this is more of an awkward reaction than it is going to be a controversial, but it's controversial because, yeah, I think it's going to have a bit of a deeper meaning than it's meant to. So let's go ahead and try this and just see what happens, and hopefully I don't get too awkward. So 3, 2, 1, and play. She's got a big dog. I like it. I just got a dog. Okay, so I'm gathering that it's... Okay, so the title is Busted. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm prepared for this, but I'm gathering from that intro that it's, you know, about her just living life.
If you want juices, please.
That looks like Monopoly money.
What's this?
A Mr. Spy toy, free for kids 13 and under.
13 and under? Very funny, Braceface. It's actually a
There's the name of the show.
Not that you know the difference. You are modeling in the show? Come on. We'll be
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all now, the voice acting in this show is not that great.
Eyes, chiseled cheekbones.
Proof of age, the movie's 14 and up.
Excuse me?
Oh, proof of age.
Hard.
Wow.
This is ridiculous.
Wow.
Thanks.
Holy crap.
Here.
The guy literally looked at their chest first.
Can't believe he
And then it's like,
quoted
oh
me.
yeah,
I'm
you're
3
old
months
enough.
older than you are. Ugh,
That
just
kid,
forget it. How about
I don't know how old that clerk was. That feels creepy as all get out now.
Thanks. Maybe it's just the tops they're wearing.
I like the girl
Just
in the
watch
middle
movie
though.
and get
She
your
seems
mind
pretty
off.
chill. She's just playing with the Mr. Spy
Okay.
toy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 2 blimps, right? Oh, 2 parachutes? You can't be no more obvious than what they're going for here.
That's why I was being treated like a kid? Because I was underdeveloped?
Holy crap, this is gonna feel weird.
We fill out eventually, though.
I don't want to fill out
Wait, what?
eventually. I need it to happen
How
now.
is this show
Don't
meant
be
for
in such a hurry
kids?
to grow up, Sharon.
I know
It's
all
only
the other
so
episodes
grown-ups.
can't be like
Look,
this.
why don't you buy another?
Thanks.
So, now we go to the changing montage. I don't actually mind that top myself.
Look like a birthday cake.
Well, that's what's fun about it.
And they all look terrible on her. Thanks.
See, this is why I like you.
Sorry.
You don't
but
mean
know
to
what
sound
I
that
mean.
way, but,
Why can't they make cute
you know.
little tops for girls with cute little tops?
The Enhancer 3000, our state-of-the-art
Really?
pop bra. Awesome, huh? And check out the features.
Oh my gosh.
Electrical pump remote. There's even a pre-programming
What? Why are you trying to sell this to young girls? What is wrong with this episode?
Want rest during the day, but for some of the evening fashions,
And I'll prove it to you.
Okay, so how are you going to prove this?
Oh, this is nuts. That's okay. I just remembered I've seen it.
Wait, that was just rude.
I finally look forward
Actually,
to that.
no, it didn't
Totally
work.
great. But I kinda
The
wish you would have waited
girl
till
at the register
tomorrow.
just didn't
Why?
care.
I wanted to go for juice so you could get me another toy.
So how is
I still
everyone
say
in
you're
school
nuts for what
going
you
to
paid for
act
that
with
thing.
this?
I barely notice a difference. And why would you wear it to school?
That's why.
Griffin,
Sharon, hi.
what are you doing?
Oh, her name is Sharon.
Babes,
Okay.
What else?
Mr. Personality. That dress is just gorgeous. Yeah.
I know her
it's
voice from
padded.
somewhere. The one that was playing with the little Mr. Spy toy. I know her voice. And you on the left, you are a perv.
Sharon.
Dude, didn't you just say that she's your quasi little sister?
Great.
And
See
then you're
what I
looking
think?
at her chest like that?
This was amazing. I'd gone from being treated like a kid. Whoa! go
You
easy.
don't need to
With
do
the
that.
Enhancer 3000, you're always in control.
Oh, Sharon. Well, see you later. Have fun, girls.
Why does her
Don't
mom
forget,
remind me of
Monday.
Phineas and Ferb's
No
mom?
problem. Whew, that was close. Jeremy's here yet.
My dude. Her eyes. Look higher.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
Oh, look. There's Jeremy. You can win a trip to Saskatoon.
Look up.
People are entering?
There you go.
Hey, food's up.
Maybe
No,
later.
no.
We'll,
Quit
save the
looking
advance,
at
okay?
her chest. She's not that
He wants
old.
to dance with me.
Oh.
Dad, just go easy, Sharon. Would you stop it?
What the heck, my dude?
Time for my
You
dance.
don't have to look at her chest like that. Oh my gosh. Oh.
My mom and her dad are a thing.
And
Oh, okay. So that's why you said quasi little sister. Okay, I get it. Because they're not married, but you know, they're seeing each other. Whoa, dude.
Warm in here. What are you doing?
Chill your hands out. Oh no. Yep. And this is why it gets a little bit awkward. Because the buttons broke and they just keep growing and growing.
Shannon, what on earth? Just keep smiling and moving.
And you're going to trip and... Oh my gosh. And of course there's the one girl right there that just laughing like crazy. And holy crap. That has to be so freaking embarrassing. Way to go, quasi Big Brother.
Bring your jacket back. Sometimes they're big mistakes that blow up in your face.
At least you can joke about it.
I was happy where I
Huh.
was.
Okay, so that made it end on a weird... The whole thing... First off, yes, I know that's a real topic for young girls and whatnot. Granted, that needs to be a topic for them and their mothers or whoever is within their life, but especially not for somebody who's just a sales clerk and then sells them an expanding bra that makes it look like they got a bigger chest than they do. That a sales clerk does not need to sell that. So to a 14-year-old, first off. Okay, so that is an issue and something that young girls do go through. I do understand that. You know, they don't feel confident in their body. They see other girls and they're, you know, they're developing, and then they see themselves and they're not. And you know, so then they're wondering what's wrong with them. So it is something that young girls go through, but at the same time, who I don't know if this is the only episode like this in this whole series called Braceface that I've ever heard anything like this. So was there... It makes me wonder if there was like any other episodes of this show in general that was like really like touching on sensitive subjects, because this seems like one of them off the wall weird episode things that just why was it here? What was there other episodes that were kind of in the same vein? Was this meant for people who are like, you know, 12 to 15 so they can relate to an episode like this? Was this, or was this meant for like people who were 12 and younger? Because if it was meant for 12 and younger, this is definitely an episode that is different and out of the norm, because something like this is definitely like, yeah, this feels weird. We got a lot of people staring at the chest of a 14-year-old girl, and that, first off, that's not a sentence that I wanted to say out loud, but that makes me wonder who the frick are these writers, first off, because they had every single guy looking at her chest, and the one guy who was the sales clerk looked at her chest and was like, oh, no, she's under 14. No, proof of ID, you know, proof of age, please. That's not how you gauge age. I mean, then that takes me back to thinking about that, you know, the guy who was, you know, serving the drinks and is like, so did you look at her chest to be like, oh, yeah, you're under 13, so here's your toy. That makes me feel like he's nothing but a pervy old man. This whole episode was just kind of awkward and weird, and just everything about it just screamed that it was written by weird, pervy men. And I don't like that. I didn't like the feeling of watching this episode because it made me feel weird. And then at the end, on top of that, we get them two, you know, the one who says she's my quasi little sister. You know, your dad and her mom are pretty much dating. So that gives y'all, you know, brother sister vibes because of their, you know, your mom and dad's relationship. And I'm feeling like he said he quit smoking. So I'm presuming that means he's like 18 or 19. I'm not sure about that. So how old would his friend have been? Like 17? So that means his friend was hitting on a 14-year-old. And I understand. I'm not one to talk about age gaps until it's that young. 14 and 17, I feel like that's a little bit too big of an age gap. But yeah, oh my gosh, it's just so friggin' weird all the way around. And with that, like I said, that ending scene gave me nothing but brother sister vibes. And that is just weird. I mean, come on. Your mom and her mom and your dad are dating. You don't need to be kind of sitting there in the swings making it feel like, you were there for her. But like I said, he just said he quit smoking, which tells me he's 18 or older because he was able to buy the cigarettes to start smoking. Unless there was an episode previously where he was like 16 years old and started smoking, and maybe that's a controversial topic for the age group that was, watching this. But there's no other context for me to go by when he says he quit smoking other than, hey, you're old enough to buy them, so that means you're this old. So it makes it feel like you're hitting on your little sister first off, and then on top of that, you seem like y'all have a really good close relationship, and yeah, that don't need to happen. I mean, if that's the case, then your dad needs to break up with your mom because you two are going to see each other. But then again, there's that age gap. She's a child. You're an adult. Leave her alone. Every single guy looked at her chest though, and it just so many creepy vibes. I felt weird because yeah, that's not right. I don't like it. So either way, y'all know my thoughts on the episode. I want to know y'all's. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
And I like you as you are, I do.